views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Stay in your lane. What we said? Stay in your lane. What we said? Ready, set, goals. What we said? Ready, set, goals. What we said? Stay in your lane.
In your lane.
Stay in your lane.
In your lane.
Hello. Welcome to the Stay in Your Lane podcast. I'm your host, Samanta Harmond. And today is September the 30th, the last day of the month. Tuesday, September the 30th, 2025. I hope everyone out there is having an amazing day. I hope September was great to you. I'm definitely going to be coming back to give you guys a review because I want to know how you guys been doing. But with no over ado, I hope you guys checked out our last episode on Instagram, in the bio. The playlist is right there. But you can listen on YouTube at SLAOESSEX and also on Spotify at SLAOESSEX. Just search for Stay in Your Lane. It's going to be right there in the playlist. And the last episode was with Anthony Clifton. Amazing episode. It's called Resilience, Legacy of Resilience, my apology. And it's where he discussed about, spending 22 years behind bars and the lesson that he has learned as a teenager and now as a grown man. Very, very, very motivational, very inspiring, and you can definitely take a lot when it comes to life lesson within itself. But with no over ado, today, guys, I have an amazing guest with me in the studio. So today I have with me Shelby Robinson, and she's an alumni of Essex County. Actually, she is the president of the Alumni Club. Did I get that right?
I am. Yes, I'm the president of the Essex County College Alumni Association.
I love that. So I love to make my guests introduce themselves and just take the floor in the beginning. So just let everyone know a little bit about you.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me today, Samantha.
You're welcome.
I'd like to say my name is Shelby Robinson, and I am affectionately known as the seasoned learner.
The seasoned learner.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'm an adult learner, non-traditional. As you stated, I am an alumni of the class of August of 2024
of last year.
Correct.
So you graduated, we're in 2025. Did you graduate in May?
I walked in May.
You walked in May, but you
yes,
graduated
but I completed my studies in August.
Got it.
Just to keep it real.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did you study?
Business administration.
Oh, wow. So when you say you are a seasoned learner, explain that.
I say that because I'm an adult learner. I don't like to say that I'm older. Okay. I went to college when I first got out of high school. Life happened, and I had to take a pause on my education.
Okay.
I had children, got married, raised my family, and my boys both have graduated from college, so now it's my turn. I've always said that Shelby Robinson should have a college degree, so it's part of my bucket list to go back to finish my degree.
I love that. And what made you go and got a degree in business admin?
Business administration, because I have 20 plus years experience of health insurance, working experience. So I felt that working in corporate America, that gave me the foundation that I needed to do my business courses. So it felt familiar to me. So that's why I was drawn to business administration.
Oh, I love that. Okay, we're going to get deeper into that. But I have to ask you, you're on the Stay in Your Lane podcast.
Sure.
What does stay in your lane mean to you?
Stay in your lane means
yes.
exactly that. It means sip your water.
Ooh.
Drink your tea. Ooh. Mind your business.
Ooh. You heard that? Don't be mixing in nobody else's business. Mind your business. And that's about it. So how did you become the president of the Alumni Club?
Well, I was a member, and I just felt like I wanted to do more.
Okay.
But I actually just wanted to just be in the background, So I just wanted to be like, like a member at large, just help out. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, like the current officers or anything. So I just said, you know what, let me just jump in as an officer, get my feet wet. And then I told myself, stop playing small, right? And, take a chance. Go for a leadership position and go for the member at large. And whatever position that you get, that's where you're supposed to land. And I ended up being elected as the president.
So the alumni club, is it while you're in college, while you're in the school, you can enter it, or when you graduate, you become a member?
It's when you graduate Essex County College, it's for you to stay connected with the college, to basically give back to the foundation that you received at Essex County College.
Yes.
So we try to embrace our members prior to graduation to say, hey, we do have an alumni association. I know that you might go off to a 4-year institution or out into the working world, but we would like for you to stay connected and give back to a student that, I want you to be the person that you wanted, that you needed when you were at Essex County College.
Yes.
So that's the spirit of the Alumni Association.
Oh, I love that. So how are you doing today?
I'm well, thanks.
You're doing amazing?
Yeah.
When you, how are you feeling? Maybe like, is it your first time? It's not your first time being on a podcast, right?
No, it's not my first time. It's been a long time, but it's not my first time.
Okay, so what were you thinking? You were like, okay, this young lady wants me to come on her podcast. What is it going to be about?
Exactly. I had no idea, like, what perspective I wanted to bring. I didn't know if I wanted to bring Shelby the mom, or Shelby the businesswoman, or Shelby the alumni president. So I'm open. I'm all ears.
You're gonna get they're gonna get all aspects of Shelby, who you are. Okay. So it's so funny. You said that, right? So I saw a question where a young lady, she asked the next it's an older woman, right? And she asked her who you are.
That's a great question. That is an excellent question, because as I'm sitting here doing this interview, I'm telling you all of the hats that I wear, right? Yes. I'm not telling you who Shelby Robinson is.
Yes.
And it's a question that a lot of women in particular struggle to answer. And I'm sitting here now and I'm like, who am I?
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's a really good question. I need you to take me deeper on that one.
Of course, I think by the end of the interview, the different angle that we're gonna take, then you maybe be able to reflect and see who you are instead of the hats that you're wearing. Shelby the mom, okay, that's a role, right? Shelby the president, okay, that's a role. But when you take away those, who are you as a person within itself? So I'm definitely sure you will definitely get an idea of that. So I want to maybe take it a little link. So if your lane had a billboard on the highway, right, of life, what would it say?
What would my billboard say?
Yes.
That's a good question. Oh my goodness. What would my billboard say?
Yes. I think I may have a clue.
Okay.
Maybe an avenue.
Okay.
You said something in the beginning where you said that you went to college when you just leave high school, but then you went out in the real life, got married, have your boys, and then after you nourish them and you put them out in the world, you reflect and said, it's time for me now. Yes. Right? It's time for my life right now.
Yes.
So I think that right there is you stepping into your identity of becoming who you are, right? Yes. So I think that's like the roadmap of, this is the vision that I have for myself. And this is what, when you see that, you know that's Shelby.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand?
Yes.
So I think that's right there would maybe help you to reflect, to be like, because sometimes we know what we want, but it's just so hard to like really like really pinpoint it and really put it, like say it out loud. But we kind of know the vision
Absolutely.
that we want, right? And the mission that we need to go on and what we need to do. But it's just like, okay, how do I really like put it all together, right? So I think maybe that's a question that we would definitely come back to.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go into a little personal story, right?
Okay.
So when you realize you were in your right lane.
When did I realize I was in my right lane?
Yes, because you mentioned earlier that you used to be in the healthcare, right? You did life insurance?
Healthcare.
Health
insurance.
Health insurance.
Yes.
Okay.
Medical claims, processing, customer service.
Okay. So what's your are you still in that lane or are you doing different things now?
Right now, I'm in between roles.
Okay.
I'm looking to pivot into the HR area. Actually, I like working with people.
Yes.
Training and mentoring people. And I'm also looking to possibly shift into higher education as working with the youth and mentoring like that.
That's yes, that's definitely, you give me that energy, mentorship, empowerment of teaching them something, right? So can you share a turning point or an aha moment of when, a pivotal point in your life?
A pivotal point in my life.
Yes, when you say like, but for example, I think I may say like, when you said to yourself, it's time for me to go back to I want to go back to college and get my degree, right? Like what? Because, as a mom sometimes, and you're on the journey of making sure that your kids is in a great, their life is great, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you kind of lose yourself in that balance. So it's like there's something that always like snap you back, like, okay, it's time for me now. So when did that like the turning point?
I'm not sure if this answers your question completely, but I will say that when I went back to school, people would say, oh, you're back in school. That's great. It's awesome. I would downplay it and I would say, oh, it's just my associates. It's just my associates, right? But when I finally got my associate's degree, I was like, wow, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said, because tomorrow's not promised. It might be only made for me to get an associate's degree.
Okay.
So I said, I'm going to celebrate this associate's degree while I still pursue my bachelor's degree. So I taught myself to stop downplaying stuff, and just celebrate wins no matter how big or small they are. So I think that was the moment for me where I was proud of myself, because that was an accomplishment that, I stopped along my journey to celebrate myself, and I don't do that often.
Why do you think, like people, because I think men and women does it, but I think women do it more, because when I interview a lot of people, because even myself does it sometimes. Why do you think we don't play ourselves so much when we're actively trying to accomplish something that we really want? We think we're not doing enough.
I think we're so busy taking care of other people. We always play small and put ourselves in the background, and sometimes it's fear of failure. Sometimes it's fear of being seen or not wanting to be, or even imposter syndrome. Like, wow, like I'm not worthy of that, like, oh, they did that. I don't think I can do that. And I think that's what it is. Just afraid to be seen. And afraid of failure, and somebody looking at, well, who does she think she is? I think that's it.
You're definitely right about that. How do you think the imposter syndrome develop?
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah. Have you experienced that?
I have, because I still sometimes don't feel like I'm worthy of certain things. I feel like sometimes I feel like good things don't happen to me. When you have a lot of bad things going on in your life, it's like you're excited to you're afraid to get excited about something because you feel like it's going to be snatched away from you, right? Like I'll take you on another journey. I'm a widow.
Yes.
I lost my husband in 2013.
My condolences.
Thank you. So sometimes when I'm dating, I have a hard time trusting.
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like if I get involved with someone, something's going to happen and they're going to be taken away from me and it's not going to be good for me.
Yeah.
So I shy away from a lot of things, and I feel like sometimes, good things are not going to happen to me because so many bad things have happened. Yes.
So it's a part of you not feeling safe and having that wall up with that not afraid to show. I called it, because, when we're really vulnerable, that's like we stripping ourselves naked, right?
Absolutely.
And that's really like that, giving our true self. And I think a part of that is afraid of the rejection, because in the back of your head, you're feeling like, I'm going to get rejected, right? But what I'm learning, because I've struggled with that, but I also, I've struggled with that myself too. But then I always have a little confidence edge to try to eliminate that, but it's still there. But these days, like the past year, I find myself where I'm trying to rewire my mind, because instead of thinking of the bad things that's going to happen, because why don't I think about the good that's going to come into it instead of thinking about the bad? Because I find myself like when I think about the bad so much, it end up happening. And it's like I put it out there, that energy, right? It's like, okay, I didn't expect that to happen. I don't expect anything good from it. And it's like we deserve something good too. You understand? Because we want something good.
Absolutely.
So I think a part of that is maybe trying to release that negative energy of I'm not good enough to I'm worthy of this. You understand?
Absolutely.
Like, because that energy is just going to transfer because you're already putting that forward instead of really owning it of that. Because why are you not good enough? Why do you think you're not good enough?
Right.
You
Why not me? Exactly.
Yes. Why not you? You are good enough, same as the next person too. You understand? Maybe they may get some places or something before you, but what about not comparison, but taking inspiration? Okay, I see they did that. I can apply that to myself and maybe do it my way. Not comparing, but just drawing inspiration as what we do every day in life, right?
Absolutely.
So I think a part of that, because me, myself, I find myself coming out of that mindset, and I'm trying to push that in the air, because I feel like even us as Black women, because of our maybe background and things that we went through in the past, stem from that trauma. We're not worthy. We are worthy. You are worthy, right? Of whatever you're trying to achieve. So having your walls up is fine, because you have to feel safe before you can actually break them down and the person make you feel safe. That's okay. But know that you deserve love, all right?
Yes.
And not block it out. And then we're just living in the moment of that. So what drives your passion?
What drives my passion?
Yes.
Here I go putting that hat back on again, because a lot of what I do is for my children.
Mm-hmm.
I would walk the end of the earth just to make sure that they're happy.
Yes.
But I'm starting to reel myself back in and say it's my time and not feel guilty.
Yes.
That's the thing. Like, my boys played sports all of their lives, and I probably can count on one hand the number of games that I missed, right, for them. And if I missed a game, I would feel so guilty. Like, now they're not playing sports anymore, but my youngest son is coaching now.
Okay.
And I feel like if I miss one of his games, it's like the end of the world, but I have to reprogram my train of thought to say, hey, he's not playing anymore. This is his job.
Yes.
So you can support him from afar, and you still can go do what you need to do for you.
Yes.
It's my time.
I love that. How many kids do?
I have two.
Two boys?
Two boys,
How
yes.
old are they?
My oldest is 30 and my youngest is 23.
Come on. They're
And I
big
have-
men. Did I give you any
yes.
grandas yet?
I do have one grandson. He's 4.
Oh, wow. Wait, was it from the older one?
From the older one,
Okay,
yes.
because sometimes the young one, they be like, oh, hello, why you trying to play? Why you trying to go before me?
Absolutely. And I can't leave my daughter in love out. I love her as well. So she's like a daughter to me.
Your
so.
daughter-in-law?
My daughter in love. Yes.
Your daughter. Okay, you call it. Oh, that's a nice name. I love that. Daughter-in-law.
Yes. Today's
I
her
love
birthday,
that.
actually. So happy birthday.
Oh, Libra, happy birthday to you. Yes, mine is in 13 days.
Okay.
October the 12th, but happy birthday to you.
Okay.
She going to be hearing this like Thursday, so it's not far away. So happy belated birthday. So I want to ask you, since I asked you about your passion, you said your kids are the one that draw your passion. How was like raising your kids? How was it?
It was challenging, I'll say, because losing my husband
Yes.
when my youngest was in 5th grade and my oldest was a freshman in college. Right? So my thought process shifted just to them. And sometimes I felt like I had survivor's guilt.
Okay.
Sometimes I felt like they would rather have their dad, because boys need their dad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes I felt like, why not me? You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Not to be so deep.
Yeah,
so deep
but
on
you have that.
But yeah. So I'm grateful that I did have my village to help me, and I still do have my village to help me raise them.
Yes.
So that is what really helped push me through.
I love that. That is so good. So with that, I have to ask you, what's one story from your life that tested you but end up shaping who you are today?
Tested me that ended up shaping who I am today. That's a good question. You coming with the questions today, girl. Oh my goodness, I'm not ready for you.
I told you I haven't. I told you.
Tested me and shaped me into who I am today.
Yes. Whether that's, something from your past, whether that's, a trauma, a story, something about your life, that really tested you and shape you who you are today. The powerful Black woman that's on a mission.
Oh my goodness, we might have to come back to this one.
We can definitely
Can we put a pin in this one?
You can definitely come back to it. Yes, we're gonna definitely come back to it. And so since we're gonna come back to that, then I'm gonna shift a little gear because I want to know currently, right? Because since that's like in your past, leading up to your present, currently, when everything is noisy and distracting, what is your go-to mindset hack to get you back in place? In other words, how do you stay focused?
I think meditating.
Okay.
I think getting closer to God, talking to God. I will close my eyes and I'll breathe and I'll just say, I trust you, Lord.
Yes.
And I have a saying, mustard seed faith. Like, I try not to let deadlines get the best of me. Like, if I know that, I know that something is due tomorrow, a paper is due tomorrow, I just say that I know that God is going to help me get through it.
Yes.
And another phrase that I've just recently started saying is, God keeps showing me how good it can get.
Oh, I love that.
So I just, no matter, good or bad, I thank him all the way through it, even through my trials and tribulations.
Yes.
I try to thank him through that and just know that that's shaping me for a better person.
A better person.
Yes.
I love that. So how do you how do you prioritize tasks and avoid multitasking? because you wear a lot of hats. You're the president. You're telling me that you're in school right now back. And how do you balance it all?
I think having a great support system
Yes.
helps a lot. As far as the Alumni Association goes,
Yes.
I have a great e-board.
Nice.
All of the roles are filled. We have the secretaries, the treasurers, the alumni liaison. So whenever I'm trying to plan things,
Yes.
I'll put it out there and I'll ask whoever, who's available to get it done to assist with that. I have to realize, though, everybody's busy, right?
Yes, I'm running out of
So
life.
it may not happen in the time frame that it needs to happen, but it gets done. And I appreciate everybody for that. So I try to make sure that I always let the team know that, I'm grateful for them. And it's a new experience for me. It just started in July. So I'm trying to do the best that I can. And I hope that I'm going to be a good leader. I hope that I will.
You are. So with that, I have to act. And that brings me into my next question then, because with you having a great e-board and you actually finding your footing in this new role and your voice, like what strategy helped you to maintain your unique voice?
What strategy helped me to maintain my unique voice?
Yes, and perspective. Yes.
I find that when you're working with teams, it's important to read the room, right?
Yes.
And you have to know, you're going to have some people that are just out front, just active and just going to get it, Then you have some people that are going to be quiet. But just because they're quiet doesn't mean that they're not sharp and doesn't mean that they're not helping the team.
Yeah.
So I try to make everybody feel included. I try to make people feel the way I would want to feel if I was a part of a team.
Yeah.
So I feel like emotional intelligence is really important when dealing with groups.
Very.
And that's something that I've learned from corporate America, from different leaders that I've worked under, and also from my studies. One of my classes that I had last semester, management skills, that really helped me tune into what type of leader I was and what type of leader that I wanted to be.
Yes.
And I had to look into myself and say some of the qualities that I thought would make me a good leader. No, you have to check yourself and realize that there's always room for improvement.
I love that. And I think many people don't realize that. And that comes with self-awareness, right? And self-evaluation. Because you can't think that, oh, I'm doing the best. I'm like, no. Sometimes what you're doing, you may think it's right and it's not.
Absolutely.
And there is a lot of room for improvement. So I love that. So what is your biggest challenge you face while staying in your lane right now?
Biggest challenge I face by staying in my lane?
Yes.
I'll say I am bratty. I can be bratty. I want what I want when I want it.
Okay.
So I have to realize that not everything is going to happen in my time. And I have to give people grace and respect that.
I love that. Because, being bratty sometimes it's very hard to take critique or criticism, right? So how do you handle those, negative feedback?
I love when people give me constructive criticism, I'll say,
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling you earlier that I have a friend and I can be bratty when it comes to him.
Yes.
Right? And I found myself in my journey of learning to trust, always picking out the bad things, not emphasizing the good things, right? Like I was treating him like I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like this is too good to be true. Like you're too good to be true. You're hiding something from me. So I will always negate everything that he did that was positive. I didn't believe what he was saying to me and stuff. And one day he just said, you know what? You need to learn how to let things be what they are.
Ooh, yes.
Not everybody is trying to take advantage of you. There are genuinely people out there trying to just be nice.
Yes.
And once he told me that, I stopped and I really tried to reprogram my way of thinking.
Take a step back. And I think that's because of the wall that you have up, right? Thinking something is gonna go wrong. Oh no, that's what you said. This is too good to be true. Is he faking it?
Right.
And it's that fear within yourself of thinking, okay, I don't deserve this kind of treatment because I'm so used to a certain type of treatment. So it kind of scared you because you're not familiar with it.
And the thing is, everybody doesn't want anything from you. There are people out there that just want to be genuinely nice to you.
That is so true. It was so hard. It's so funny because it was so hard for me to really accept love and realize that, as you said, there's people out there that want to love you. Why are you shunning away from it, right? There's people out there that may come in your life. Yeah, they're a stranger, but they really care for you. Why are you shutting them out? Like, try to give people a chance and know that the same beautiful heart that you know you have inside, somebody else see that, right?
Absolutely.
So why try to like shun that away, from a person that really wanna, something that you're actually yearning for inside, somebody that care for me, love me, respect me, gonna understand me. But then when they come along, it's a shocker. Like,
absolutely,
no, back off. What are you doing? No.
And in hindsight, when I think about it, I'm grateful because I realized that if I would have just kept pushing away, I would have missed out on one of the best friendships ever.
I love that. I'm looking for friends. I always tell you guys, I lost a lot of friends, but it's a new me. I have a new mindset. No, it's so funny. Like, I am so much more grounded. I don't know, because I went to I lost so much last year. Like, friends, best friends, relationship. I was engaged for like 5 years. Like, I've lost so much. I was in a car accident. Everything like happened triple down in 1 month. Everything happened. And it gave me a shocker. It brought me back in my trauma, my childhood and everything. And I had to go work on myself. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm not where I was.
Amen.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am not there. I did not stay down. I got back up and I'm going.
Absolutely.
And nobody can stop me from standing my truth at all. Like, I used to suppress things. I stopped doing that. I start owning. I always say your story is your glory. You got to own it because you got a voice, so you got to share it. And that's that. I stopped doing that. Take me as I am or leave me as I am. And that's just that, right? So, the time is going. All right. So we got like 3 minutes. Let's we're going to roll it in. We got to do a part 2. This is the reason I love this type of interview. It's always going to go and bring back a part 2. But, we have some questions that you didn't answer earlier. I think I will leave you to think about those for our next sit down.
Okay.
But I want to know, how do you continue learning and growing in your lane right now?
How do I continue learning and growing?
Yes.
I'll say keeping an open mind. I'll say, people say no new friends.
Oh, okay.
But I beg to differ on that. I'm about new experiences, right? And I think the space that I'm in now, because I am able to interact with so many traditional students who are younger.
Yes.
I'm able to learn from them just as much as they're able to learn from me.
Yes.
I don't, look down on them because I'm older or think that I know everything. I learned so much from my classmates. So I think just keeping an open mind and always remembering that learning is nonlinear.
I love that. Learning is, repeat the last one.
Nonlinear.
Nonlinear.
Yeah, so it never stops.
Never stop, yes. So when you feel like, oh no, you got to keep on learning, right? You got to open the mind, and that is so true. I love that. So what's the importance of self-awareness for you in staying focused?
The importance of self-awareness, I think it keeps me from falling into my habits of self-sabotage. Realizing,
Get back in your lane.
Right, realizing when I'm doom thinking or thinking, negative or feeling like I'm not, worthy.
Yes.
I have to tap into my past experiences of success and say, hey, you did this before, you can do it again. I have to be my biggest cheerleader.
Yes.
And just keeping a positive mindset.
I love that. Do you think as individual, right, we have to be our own cheerleader first before we look for that acknowledgement from others?
Absolutely. Because it has to come from within.
Yes.
It can't come from a thing. It can't come from a place. It can't come from a person. It has to come within. You have to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with, with anyone else. Because just like you lose a person, just like I lost my husband, I will say I did lose myself once I lost him.
Yes.
So it's important to have things that give you purpose.
Yes.
I think once I went back to school, that was a game changer for me. I had something for myself. Yeah. That was something that Shelby could control.
Yes.
And nobody could take it away from me. And it kept me from all the distractions that were out there.
I love that. It's so funny. So, Nicki Minaj?
I do.
She has and it's so funny because I said when I graduate, I'm going to be using this. It's going to be the song. But she said, it's a speech. She said something, and I think it pivot what you just said. When you went back to school, right, you found your purpose and you feel like this is mine. Nobody else can take it away from me. She said, go to school. Earn what you have, because when it's all said and done, no one can take it away from you. You earned that. You did that, right? Don't go depending on no one and then end up complaining when things don't work out, when you didn't put you first and earn what you have. So I love that you say that, because many, I think, especially young people too, and even I would say like older, even women like yourself, right, that have kids and feel like they didn't go to college, they didn't get a degree, they feel like life is done, they feel like I don't have nothing at all, and that's eating them up, not knowing that they are still breathing, they're still living, and there's a next chance to go there, and you can get back a purpose.
Right.
You understand? Instead of losing your identity in your kids because you are trying to make them find their identity. So how about you try to step out of that and find purpose? And I think purpose is what missing in a lot of things, why many of us are lost. And when we do find that, that's where the sparks kind of take its time, come back, because now we're finding back our identity.
Absolutely.
Of who we are. So I love that. So how can listener apply your insight or your story to their life today?
How can listeners apply my story to their life today?
Yeah.
I will say that it's never too late to start. It's never too late to go back and finish what you started. I say that blessings aren't one size fits all. Everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
I would always tell, my kids that, like, just because someone went to school, got their degree, got a job or whatever, everyone's level of success looks different.
Yes.
So God, whatever God has for us is for us. It may take longer. It may, be a short time. But whatever God has for you is for you, and nobody else can take that away from you.
I love that. So for anyone out there, whether in school or outside, because I always say, you never know how far your voice can go, right? And even if it's one person it's still reach an air and can make a difference. So what advice would you give someone who's struggling to find their lane or find themselves?
I would say that you can do all things.
Yes.
I would say that anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
Yes.
Focus.
Don't
be afraid to ask for help.
Oh,
I think that. Yeah, I think.
Struggle with
what do they say? They say the three things, the hardest things to say. I love you. I need help.
Oh my God.
Right? I love you. I need help, and I'm sorry, or something like that. Like,
I'm not afraid. So you're right.
Isn't it something like that?
Yes, I'm not afraid to say I'm sorry these days because that's accountability, and that helps me to grow. But I haven't to tell a person that's always been hard, to tell somebody that I love them and stuff. It's always been hard, but you are right about that. All right, so it's a wrap up. Oh my God, we went over a mark. All right, so I'm gonna ask you these two questions. This was it's so amazing, right? So I think I'm gonna ask you this final question. If your lane could inspire the next generation, what legacy do you want painted on it?
Wow. Come on.
I told you I got the question.
Oh my goodness. I would want the next generation to know that I never gave up.
Ooh, I love that.
That I kept the faith,
Yes.
and I kept going no matter what.
Oh, I love that. What's a quote that you go by every day?
Every day?
Yes, your favorite quote.
Mustard seed faith.
What is it?
Mustard seed faith.
Mustard seed faith. I don't know what that means.
So, do you know how small a mustard seed is? If
I
you get a chance,
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw one. It's very tiny.
It's so small.
I saw an analogy about that, but
and
continue.
that is all the faith that you need for God to move mountains for you.
Ooh. No. Ooh.
Like for any obstacle, just believe, oh, I want this job. Oh, I want to pass this test. Or no matter what it is, if you have that faith and if it's meant to be, He's going to make it happen for you.
I love that. So I know I said that was the final question, but this is the final one for you. Discipline versus motivation. Which one do you choose?
Discipline versus motivation. I'm going to go with motivation.
Why?
Because I'm not a disciplined person? I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I just feel like having someone or just having the drive to just keep going. Mm-hmm. If someone is going to motivate me to get something done or whatever, I think that drives me more than discipline.
Okay. I mean, everyone has their own preference. I mean, their own mindset of what if discipline versus motivation. For you, it's motivation. For me, it's discipline. But this is all about you, right? So thank you so much for sitting down with me. If I didn't have a next guest that's waiting for me to do an interview, to him, I would definitely jump into round 2. I don't know what time is it? Oh, wow. So I don't know what's your schedule like for this week or next week, but I would definitely want you to come back for round 2 because we do have some great question that we passed, so we have to get back to it.
Absolutely.
And I'm very sure you're going to come back with an answer.
Yes.
And then we're going to get back in more things. But I want to say, Shelby, thank you so much for coming on to the Stay in Your Lane podcast. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you. I love your spirit. You're so amazing. Thank you. And I know you have great things ahead of you, and I'm happy you took your power back and you're standing in that, and it's your turn. All right, so for all my listeners out there, do you have any final question for anything for me?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me today.
You're welcome. So for everyone out there, this episode will be coming to you on Thursday. Remember to follow the Stay in Your Lane podcast on Instagram. It's stay_in-your-lane_podcast. The link for the playlist is in the bio right there. You can go and it will show you all the previous episode and present episode, or you can go on Spotify. And as usual, as I always tell you guys, seek the kingdom and all that you wish for will be granted to you. Start unknown, finish unforgettable. I'm your host, Samanta Harmond. I see you in the next episode. Stay in your lane. What we said, stay
in
your lane.
In your lane.
What we said, ready, set, goes.
Ready, set, goes.
Ready, Ready, set, go. No swerving, okay? Stay in your lane.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.